Hi, Carla. I hope I do you justice on this. One, I want you to know that you're so beautiful. And, I think that you notice it a lot more than anybody else. But I wanted you to see that, see, I have one eye that is hooded, that kind of droops more as well. It's hereditary. It's not because I had surgeries. It just is what it is. My mom has it as well, and my grandma had it. But as I age, it is that it does the same thing as my mom. It's causing my brow to be a little uneven. And so I waited to do my brows too to show you that that can help and make a difference. And now my eyes are naturally called, puppy dog eyes because they tear down rather than going out. Which I believe yours is too. So when you do your brows, you can kind of adjust those and that will help too. And so when you do your brows start here on either side of your nostril. The peak of your brow should be right over between your nostril, your pupil, and right there. And then the edge from the nostril to the end of your eyes, that's where your brows will end. Well, you want them to, brows aren't supposed to be twins. They're not supposed to match totally, but you do want them to to match somewhat. So what I do is I just kind of use a little bit of a brow filler. Now I will say as I start, I already put on some of the pink Starlight of the cream eyeshadow on, so that I just placed that right over the lid as kind of a base. Other than that, that's all I've done to my eyes. And so I'm going to, on this one, I am literally going to fill it in a little bit at the top. And then I'm going to come down. And so then underneath, I just make a smooth kind of line. So then my brow matches a little bit. And again, they don't have to be twins. They're not meant to be. And then I fill this one in just kind of where it needs filling in. Usually I'm using a magnifying glass, but I work on this one more on the underneath than the top. And I just kind of want them in the same general place. And so then just take and usually I take a little bit, my little brush thing just, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Here. So drop my spoolie. So then I just kind of spoolie up with my brush and liner brush. And then I can see like, oh, okay, I need to fill in this one a little bit more right here. And voila. So now my brows look more even because I worked on the underneath of this one, the top of that one, to get kind of the arch the same. And brows sometimes take a little bit of practice. Don't beat yourself up on that one. And you don't have to do brows at all. And I noticed that I did mine a little bit fuller than what I normally do also. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a crease brush that is kind of round, angled right there. And today, just with what I'm wearing, you want a neutral, kind of a matte, and I'm using the kind of, what's it called now? Heather, I think, the kind of lavender gray. And so I'm going to start here on this one, and I'm just going to place it in the crease. So what the crease is like where your eye socket bone matches. So I'm just going to place that one right here. And I know I'm blowing on my brush and we're not supposed to do that. And I go to right here, kind of where my end of my brow. I don't go all the way in. And so that I'm just building a crease. Now on this one, because it's hooded, I'm actually going to go a little bit higher here. So I'm not just taking it down into here like I did on the other one. I'm building my crease. So that it gives me an illusion of a crease. So that's the biggest part of helping that hoodedness, is just building up. So instead of placing it right here, you do that as well, where before on this one, I placed it only right here. On this one, I placed it right here, but then I went up just a bit, about the width of my brush. See, and then you can play with it too, because it's always easier to add more than to try to take away. But do you see, then that gives you the illusion of taking away that hoodedness. And then you can take your accent brush and put on whatever color. If you want to just do that, you're good. Then you can build a little bit more color here, or just leave it. Or for today, I'm just going to put just a little bit more color right here on that as an accent. And notice I'm stippling, I'm not swiping. So the swiping sometimes can blend it out of place right away. You can go back and swipe later, kind of that windshield washer look, but that is, and then you're going to want to, oh shoot, I didn't bring in here. I came into my office, so it'd be easier, but I have a little CC cream. Typically, I would just take my foundation brush or a concealer, and I would put it right here in an upward motion right there. And that is going to draw your eyes up. And give you more of an upward sweep to your eyes. You see the difference? So now I'm going to take my liner, and on this eye, because it's hooded, I want a really thin line. So I'm just going to take them using the waterproof eyeliner pen. I love it. I wish it come in different colors. But I am just going to take and draw literally like on my lashes. Almost, they're touching my lashes. Again, it's easier when you have a magnifying glass or mirror. And I'm just following along my lash line just to give some accent to my lashes. And then if I want more, and I don't go all the way to the end, because if you go all the way to the end, like all the young girls do, and the girls with the pretty cat eye looks are not puppy dog eyes,